Chris, what was your biggest takeaway from Russ's comment?
I'm going to give the definitive breakdown of what Russ just said.
Please.
First of all, outside of the cursing, which I guess that's becoming commonplace with players now. They're just cursing in press conferences. But it's more than ever.
It's true.
Actually weird, yeah.
But I liked his demeanor. I liked his composure. I liked that he was calm. I like that demeanor much better than
see it on the
than
court?
post.
Yeah.
Well, much better than post game in the playoffs.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I like that. I like that he answered a question apparently from Barry Trimble.
He did.
Right.
About making triple doubles
passe. Right. So and he said if they become passe, then I like to see somebody else try.
Somebody else.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I like that he said he's going to come back as a better shooter, if indeed he meant it. He used it as an example
that
in a
was
way.
one good line. I'm with you.
Did he mean it, or was he just using it as an example, or to get his point across?
So he knew he's a poor shooter, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, Kevin Durant don't say I'm coming back. I'm gonna shoot better this year.
Right. So he got to. I like that, and I got to be honest. I liked what he said about the triple double. I will never take away from Russell Westbrook. I will never underestimate what he has done by averaging a triple-double, not just one season, but 3. And for those that want to say it's stat padding, they're 97-28 in the last 4 years when he gets a triple-double. That's a 64-win pace if you go over 82 games.
Yep.
And for those, they're giving him rebounds, his teammates get out of the way. Steven Adams, Jeremy Grant, and Paul George all average career-high rebounds. So they're not giving him rebounds. Like, this guy, I will never take away. It's going to make him iconic. It's going to make him a Hall of Famer. It's going to make him, when they do probably the top 75 players will be the next one, he'll be on it. I guarantee he'll be on that list.
If you don't mind me asking, can I ask you a question? You say Paul George, career-high rebounds. Steven Adams, career-high rebounds. And Jeremy Grant?
Yes.
What did Russell Westbrook shoot for field goal percentage? Career low.
Oh, well, yeah, but by
that bunch of misses
hold on. By 1%,
hold on.
He's a career 43% shooter. He shot 42.8 or something like that.
You look. He said.
So
hold on.
I mean, I'm just saying he's always been a bad shooter.
Exactly. So he's gonna get better all of a sudden, year 10, year 11. But okay, he said if you're gonna judge me by 2 or 3 games, no, we're judging you by the last 3 first-round playoff exits.
I agree, and that's what I was going to do.
So he missed it. See, he wants to talk about, well, yeah, I shot him. No, we're talking about those exits since KD's been gone, in which you've been ball hogging the basketball. 11 to 31 is not good. 15 to 43, 15 to 38. One time he was 17 to 43. That's what they're talking about. You know what? This sounds very like, you remember when LeBron lost to the Mavericks? And he came out, the sun's going to shine tomorrow, and I got beautiful kids.
Very much like that. You can go back to your lives.
Yeah, and LeBron got killed for that, too.
What players do, and I get it, and they live their life. They're going to say, look, this is not going to ruin my life. I'm going to go and have a good life. And I agree with you, Shannon. Like, that's what I didn't like. I was going to say, we're not judging you on 2 or 3 games. We're judging you on 3 seasons. Okay? And I didn't like what I didn't hear. I wanted more, for lack of a better word, remorse. Yeah. I wanted to hear, I got to come back a better player. I got to come back and make better decisions. Mm-hmm. Like at the end of game 5, I want to hear him say, it was frantic. We were taking quick shots. We had a big lead. I need to make better decisions. That's on me as the floor general. That's what I want to hear from him. I want to hear I need better shot selection. But I'm not going to kill him for the triple-double comments because I like that little bit of braggadocio.
Quick point of order. I got to defend your man, LeBron James, for what he said after that meltdown in 2011 because by himself virtually in Cleveland, as by far the best player in the run in Cleveland, how many playoff series did he win? Like, I lost track. They went to the finals.
Went to the finals one year. We lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to Orlando one year.
Okay, so Russell is the star, the solo star without KD, is 0 for 3 in the first round of playoffs.
And he's not LeBron.
Okay, so just I can't compare that. I'm going to give LeBron some break for saying, hey, the sun's going to come up tomorrow because he had earned a lot of cachet up to that point in playoff games. Russ has earned nothing to me. My biggest takeaway from all of the above is Russell Westbrook does not prioritize winning. He prioritizes triple-doubles. And that's fine, and I'm with you. I can't take anything away from that in and of itself. In a vacuum, what he did the last 3 years is all-time extraordinary. It's virtual. I would have said it's impossible. I thought one year was impossible enough, but to do it 3 straight years, and again, the effort it takes, the energy it takes, just the grit it takes, the mental toughness to do it night after night after night. And as he said, nobody can do what I do from night to night to night. A whole lot of people can do more than you can when it comes to winning playoff series.
Right.
Because you don't get it. You still don't get it. And it offended me. He sat back and said, I got a beautiful life. I got 3 kids. Okay, but did it hurt you to lose to Damian Lillard or to anybody for that matter?
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, any of those. Yeah, the last 3 years to Houston before Houston was really Houston.
Right.
Really? You lost to them? So show me something in the postseason because I'm going to go to the highest level. When Jordan was losing as a young player in this league, it tore him apart in the offseason. He could barely live with himself through the offseason when they flamed out to some of those dynasties through the 80s. Right. And he was driven to win.
Oh, he didn't say he was going to have a great life? He got beautiful kids? He didn't say that?
I never heard anything.
Oh, I thought he had a beautiful...
Go ahead.
Okay, so in the end, someday he's going to grow up and wise up and realize that his legacy is being damaged to some extent by not winning in the postseason. And that he's being paid ultimately not to average a triple-double, but to go win at least one playoff series. In the end, that's why you make your, what is it, 40 million.
He's going to be making $44 million.
$44 million.
But the question is, Skip, how do you get a lion to become a vegetarian? How do you get him to change his ways when he's been an MVP? He's been had a triple-double for 3 years. You know who he reminds you of, Skip? Remember the opinions we had of Peyton Manning winning all those MVPs and they ain't getting no Super Bowls. And everybody said he can't do it. He flaming out in the playoffs in the first round, losing to San Diego, losing to the Patriots, losing to this one. That's Russ.
Were those nerves with Peyton? I mean, did you feel that was nerves?
No, I felt he was losing to better teams, but that's not what everybody else. Well, he's the MVP. Russ, at the end of the day, I agree with you, Skip. I think he prioritizes triple dubs because he's like, I got to stand out. Everybody's always going to say, well, James Harden is better than me and Steph Curry is better than me. But if I can do something they can't, KD can't get triple dubs every night. LeBron, who might be the closest, he can't do it. So now we're talking about him for the triple dub. But he's still he close to triple dub in 5 games. Right. But Dame Lillard outplayed him.
Well, he became the flip side of Russell Westbrook. He became everything Russell is not. Poise, calm, collected, make the right play at the right time, only make the shot when it's needed to be made, and when it's time to make the biggest shots, you make the biggest shot.
You alluded to it earlier. What we saw in the press conferences during the series where he was
combative
and all that, and this press conference, this is the crux of the matter with Russell Westbrook and the problem, the challenge. He can't turn it off and on. In the series, he's always got his game face on. So even after the press conference, he's still got his game face on. Now it's over. He's the guy Paul George is talking about, the nice guy that's relaxed. He's calm. For the offseason, he'll probably be that way. And in games, he can't turn it off.
No.
He's 110 miles an hour the entire 48 minutes, which allows him to get the triple-doubles. But he, as a point guard, and this is why I've said it, and I defended him. He'll never win a championship as the #1 guy unless there are dramatic changes that I don't think he can make at this stage of his career. And I don't know that coaching staff, I know Mo Cheeks tries. That's what Mo Cheeks is there for.
You don't think this drives him crazy?
Right. Because he was the epitome of the poised point guard, right? And I know he's got to be trying, and he's tried over the years. And if it hasn't worked by now, I don't know that it's going to work. So they've empowered him throughout his career to do this, and it is what it is with him.
The point guard, you want your point guard to play hard, but it's much more important to play smart.
Right.
You can't be jacking up shots when you're up by 4 points, coming down shooting a 3 with 18 seconds on the shot clock. And that's what Russ does. Russ doesn't play smart enough down the stretch.
Right.
You have to understand, when you're ahead by 15, quick shots does you no good.
Weren't they up 15?
15.
He got that offensive charge with 9 seconds.
I gave him that. That was a bad call.
But it was 9 seconds into the shot clock.
I know.
Like,
okay,
again,
you're right.
pace, pull it out, slow it down.
But in that stretch when they blew the lead, he went 0 for 3 with
a turnover.
turnovers or
Maybe
one?
two.
Maybe it's just the offensive.
But
foul.
you know, went on the fence. You know a guy that went up on the fence and not getting scathed again? Because we talking about Russ.
Paul George.
That's why
He missed 3 or 4 free throws. Nobody's even talking
What
about
about the steal? What about the steal?
Right.
That let Steph Curry swipe him.
I agree. He is.
That's why he didn't want to come to L.A., Chris Broussard, because the money is the same.
You're right.
You
And
imagine?
he would have been the guy getting blamed. It wouldn't have been.
But we
LeBron.
talking about Russ, and Russ not getting triple dubs and going out in the first round. First round exit Paul, because he had a lot of those in Indy, because he went up against the Heat, he went up against Cleveland.
Right.
And so
It's rare that you've seen a star of his caliber, a guy that was in the MVP, probably got in the top 5 MVP voters, go completely unscathed by the media
I've been saying it for the
after a bad series.
Yeah. He went last year. Donovan Mitchell scored. He scored 5 points, skip a 2
He
point.
scored his last field goal midway through the first quarter of the closeout Game 6 at
But we crushed Russ because Russ had 43 field goal attempts. What about Paul George? All-NBA player, all-star player, and he goes unscathed every single time.
out of the limelight.
One of his teammates, and Durant wasn't strong enough either. One of Russ's teammates, George, in this case, Durant in the past, has to tell him,
Sure.
Tell him what.
look, bruh,
Good luck.
I guess Russ probably would knock both of them out. But still, that's the problem.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like, if the coach, Billy Donovan, he ain't going to listen to Billy Donovan in that.
No.
Scott Brooks wouldn't tell him. I've been told that was an issue with Durant. Like, Durant was looking at the coaching staff.
Like, y'all need to do something with this.
Tell him to pass the ball to me late in the game or to slow it down or whatever.
I mean, think of it. You see Kevin Durant in late in the ball games. We saw it in the NBA Finals, and we see it in the playoffs. We see it late game. Kevin Durant, when he want the ball, that joker pat that leg and get down on that block. Steph Curry is a 2-time MVP.
They do.
Where you wanted that, bro?
Well, they know.
And you mean a 2-time MVP will turn the ball over to him. He's like, hey, Russ, I'm better than you, bro. I'm taking this shot right here.
Yeah, but you know what Russell responded to you with? Call me a ball hog? I just led the league in assists 2 straight years.
Right.
He did say that.
Okay, but what about the assist in the playoffs?
Yes, yeah. All assists are not created. If you get 10 assists in the first quarter, you end with 13.
Yep.
But I got a triple-double, but you only had 3 assists the last 3 quarters because you...
And if you dominate the ball a lot and have a high usage rate, you're going to get assists.
Yes.
You know, because you're the one making that pass to the guy to take
all
the shot.
assists and turnovers. I mean, shooting a bad field goal percentage is one thing. It's when you get it. You check it. 18 seconds on the shot clock and you up by 7-8 points. Why?
Look, like I said, I would advise everybody else to do this. Make peace with what Russell Westbrook is. He's an icon. He's a Barkley. Barkley didn't. A lot of people said Barkley couldn't win. Didn't have the commitment to the defense.
He couldn't.
Right?
He
Scottie
didn't.
Pippen said that.
That is correct.
That's who he is. Barkley, Iverson,
You know what?
Dominique.
I give Iverson higher marks. Like, at least Iverson got to
He got
with
there.
Larry Brown.
Right.
Larry Brown
With Larry
could talk
Brown.
to Allen.
Charles
I think
will
Allen
commit
was-
He could have
diet.
used the Larry Brown.
Charles wouldn't commit to the eating.
Yeah.
That's what he would commit to the eating.
Right.
But I don't want Russell to change. Because I got a job part because of Russ. I need something to talk about. I know I would have something to talk about with Russ.
So you're fine with it?
Yep.
Good material?
Keep it going, Russ. We love it.
I already miss him.
We miss him around here. Chris, thank you for joining us. Good stuff.